among people. People have to decide that they want to live together with you. You know, unity. Sorry, it's unity. That is the word. To make Nigeria to unity, blah, blah, blah. You cannot legislate unity. No. You can legislate peace, quite all right, by doing the right thing. But unity, I have to, we, as a human being, you're going to have to decide if you want to unite with people or not. It's my right to say, I'm not going to stay in your house. I'm leaving. I have to stay in my own. That's my God-given right. So nobody can force unity on people. Okay? Nobody. Well, Trump is trying to unite Russia and Ukraine. He has not been able. He cannot put gun on Russia's head or Ukraine's head and force them to unite. No, you can't do that. Even Israel and Palestine, you can't do that. The two people we want to unite. Otherwise, you are wasting your time. So Gowon should just go and begin to beg his God for the genocide he has committed against Biafra, because what all of them are thinking about, not that they are doing or wants to do, but at least what they are talking now is about the same thing that him and Ojukwu signed in Abure when they met. Okay? And he got home. The British advised him. He's a well-established father. The British told him not to accept the peace accord that was signed already. And what is that peace accord? That we can still all be in one country, but you manage yourself, I manage myself. In other words, that is restructuring. That is true federalism. That is what it's all about. So British tell him not to agree to it, and that subsequently led to the genocide that happened. So Gowon need to begin to continue to ask God for forgiveness, because lives of millions of Biafrans, innocent children that were starved completely. It can't just go away like that. That just cannot go away like that. The starvation. Hello.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, the starvation that followed. I was talking with a guy a few days ago. He said that I told him that Biafra practically fought alone, because we were not around, but we've studied, we've seen documentations of what went down. He said that the French was on the side of the Biafra. I told him that the French was morally on the side of Biafra, but they did not come in stepping with arms and ammunition to support us, like to come in and fight, like the way the British and the Russians did. Okay? So I just told him, look, that Biafrans literally, they fought on their own, they manufactured their own arms, and when the blockade, food blockade and everything was shut down through the help of Cameroon and the rest of them, then that is where the whole thing went really bad, because all the seaports, all the point of entrance was shut down. So obviously we fought alone, and Britain masterminded it. But the overall picture is that things are happening in that country, a lot of things. And these Islamists who have decided in their mind that they must Islamize Nigeria, they are feeling it now, because the world's attention is on them. This Satan of Sokoto, he is having a bad time. Seriously, a bad time. He's not having it funny at all. He's attacking everybody now. He's attacking the Tinubu government for not shutting down or having the Christian to shut up, and he's attacking the Christian and the Murik. That Murik also. They are now coming to say that the Christians are colluding with America to do this, to do that, blah, blah, blah. Because for them, everybody should keep quiet while they continue to genocide Christians and eventually take over and make Nigeria an Islamic country, because that is the agenda, no doubt about that. There's a brother, I saw a video 2 days ago, yesterday, and I even saw it this morning. He lives in Abuja, a Christian, an Igbo man. They came and closed his shop, make a false accusation against him, and at the end, they asked him to go to court in Abuja, Sharia court. He told them that he's not a Muslim. Why would you take me to a Sharia court? I'm a Christian and I'm Igbo man. Nevertheless, he went to the court, and the court just gave him kangaroo Sharia court. just because he's Igbo, and he's now crying for people to help him out, to hear him out. And so far, none of these Igbo governors or politicians, rape or whatever, has come to his aid. Nobody. So in the federal capital of a country that is supposedly a secular country, they are using Sharia to intimidate him.
Who is not among them.
Huh?
To judge somebody who is not a Muslim.
Exactly. And nobody is coming to his aid. Nobody is picking up. Why is our rep members, why are they not immediately coming to his aid to call it for what it is? How can you, he's a Christian, what business does he have with Sharia court? Nevertheless, they forced him there and they took his shop, and he's now crying on the social media for people to hear him out. Odiego. But maybe not to divert too much on the trial today. I don't know. He's not in court yet. Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, I've not gotten any easy from court yet. We've not seen any light in court. I'm just trying to see if I can be able to catch up, because I know Allah Ejimako is not around. Allah Ejimako, he's still in detention.
Imagine.
So, yeah, he's still in detention. So we don't know how the court is going to hold today. Whether the other lawyers are going to carry on in his absence or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, but now it's obvious that how can I say, except if they decide to do the right thing, otherwise it's not ending anytime soon, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, because if they continue to be stupid, if the Nigerian system, this Tinubu Yoruba government, they continue to tread on the path of stupidity and destruction, it will come upon them sooner or later. So, but the wise thing they are supposed to do is to discontinue this whole rubbish. Just discontinue it. But if not, what they will basically say is, okay, we will reschedule and see whom they can bring among these list, right? So that the whole thing will continue all over again. So, but my brother,
yeah. Today, at least, today we are going to be expecting the response to that very letter that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu submitted to them, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was requesting for I think 90 days for him to be able to carry on his own defense properly, because the man gave me, was it 6 days or so after they spent almost 2 weeks or 3 weeks in their own lesson. So for somebody to defend himself in a case of terrorism, you are ambushing him to tell him to do defense within 6 days or so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's those irregularities we are talking about. So
and Mazi, Chu, sorry, I had you saying that Bruce Fenn, is he invited to by Nnamdi Kanu?
Yeah, Bruce Fenn is among the name that was mentioned.
Okay, I think he will be for him. I don't think Bruce Fenn will have any problem coming down. He will definitely come around. He seems to me like a guy that generally likes Nnamdi Kanu, and he believes that the man is unjustly treated by the Nigerian judiciary. So that will help. That also withdraw, because this case has to become like an open, like should I say, international media, international observers.
That is what after reading this this he filed, it was very, very explainable. It was explained properly. The role everyone is going to play, the question to be answered, and why he's inviting those people. So you don't need to ask me, why are you telling Buratai to come on? There is a reason. And the reason is very, very tangible. They have to explain.
And if they can,
people that be held responsible for his kidnapping in Kenya,
exactly.
Those who invaded the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
and kill people. Mm-hmm.
These are the real terrorists. These are the real terrorists that are supposed to be prosecuted.
And if the federal government cannot produce them, then there's nothing else to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about. Look at
the
people he abducted at Obibo. Some of them are still in detention up to now.
Exactly. So Nnamdi Kanu may not have been a lawyer himself, but he's a well-read individual. He knows his, you know what I mean. So they are in for a big mess. The zoo. He called, hey, you go.
They will see what they want. Owo Baba, you there? Owo Baba, mute yourself. Your side was very noisy. That's why I have to mute you. Or mute yourself, Owo Baba. Owo Baba, unmute yourself.
Good morning, Mr. Juice. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Ekele Wangi. I'm not trying. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I don't know what to say. Even we are in big mess. Igbos are in big mess. Seriously mess. And the problem is that we are the one putting ourselves inside the mess. Most of us. Using our hands and putting our borders inside mess. Who can eat up our generation tomorrow if we don't take time? Because these people are very mean. These people are mean. Their agenda, their aim, they are meant to take this. They are meant to get this agenda. This is what their plans is almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
See it. They're still practicing the thing, but our people don't want to open eyes. Everybody needs in pocket. Everybody just bring the money. Let us put it inside pocket. I have 100 million in account. I have this one in account. This one call me sir. This one call me this one. Everybody wants to compose. And our life is going. Our children are dying. Our children are dying. This is what breaking my heart every day by day. I wake up in the morning. Anytime I wake up in the morning, I must share tears. I must share tears if I remember all this kind of rubbish. And I must on that month. I don't know why. Before I go more forced to, I must share tears. And everybody just we are in Europe. We are in Europe. And Europe is that Europe don't like you. They want you to go. Why can't you repair your land and go and relax? Go and take care of yourself. Repair your land. Let us unite together. I don't know why this people do. All those politicians, I don't know. God, if I say, now violence we need now. We don't need anything like peace again. For me, peace don't come out. That eyes where I take juice for that year, it don't come out from my eyes now. Nothing like peace again for my side. Anybody wake up peace now, that person is the enemy of Biafra. We need to do this thing by violence. All the whole people need to stand up. We need to do it. If we continue doing peace, these people will chop us. They will chop us like chicken. They will use us and clean mouth. And they don't do them. We don't become to speak for these people hand. We don't give value. Igbo don't give value again for that Nigeria. What is all this? Igbo don't want to. We don't want to. I think they say Igbo are white people. Now life, now so now we move past. Now we be move past. Now so nothing like wise. We know wise anything. We know what anything. We move past. Even all this full and better pass also. I know what I was saying because of people. Yoruba better pass us 100 kilometers now. Why they talk about Yoruba now? They talk about Fulani, so we say they talk say and them be the dots for brain. But Yoruba too wise. If people they behave like this, Yoruba too wise for us.
You are right.
I don't tire. We don't tire. Even this Europe what they say, but I tired. Early morning, 3 o'clock, I must wake up to go work. When we say my people they bed they sleep.
Mazi, you know that this video of this brother in Abuja who was taken to a Sharia court is a video out there. These are some of the live evidence that those who say that they are the government of Biafra or wherever it is, those are key points they should be using.
Exactly.
There are people like Ted Cruz, people like Mike Johnson, and so many others who are Republicans. These are some of the things they'll be letting them to see that there's no propaganda there, but practical things are going on. That they took a Christian, an Igbo man, a Christian, took him to Sharia court in Abuja, the federal capital of the country that is supposedly a secular society, secular country. So, if that is not Christian genocide, if that is not Christian persecution, I don't know what it is then. But nobody, but what this brother is saying, that it's unfortunate because some of our people who are professing Biafra, deep down, there's lots of damage that has taken place over the many decades. Maybe some are not Igbos, maybe they were giving birth there, maybe there's compromise over money, or maybe because of obedience, some of them are masquerading, under Biafra, but in reality, they want one Nigeria. They are one Nigerianists, hoping that will be, a lot is going on. There's so many factors of why we are where we are. The calamity, why Igbo we have so badly reduced to near nothing in the country. Because those you are looking at as your leaders, they are working with the enemy. We played videos of some who came out and they said the things they say them using them yesterday that he's a freedom fighter. You say you are an Igbo man and you are referring. Oh my God, Mazi, you remember yesterday? Yeah?
Very, very annoying. Very, very annoying.
Okay, and there's so many.
He's not even following the case, so
exactly.
He said he's a freedom fighter. According to him.
That they say, them say he's a freedom fighter. Can you imagine such language? And he's a son. And he's a son. So a man who whom everybody has known that he is the only one. He is the arrowhead that put everything on the line to advocate for the fairness, fair treatment, and justice for Igbo. That is Nnamdi Kanu, and that man is telling me that them say na freedom fighter, and you are an Igbo man, and you're a son. It's incredible. So that is the point. When we speak now, there are those who, for whatever reason, like that yesterday, I couldn't even come back because I think I overheard a guy who came in and was talking about how he said that there are some things we cannot do because we're a nation now. We've declared Biafra. Therefore, there are some things we cannot do. And on the other hand, it's like double speaking. He was double speaking. He said that Ngozi Rebeza have told these people to. Sorry, I'm not trying to deviate, but he said that he has told the boys to come out of the bush and come to stay in they should stop being afraid. That they should come out. Now, if they come out, would that not be a massacre? I mean, if you're coming out, you're not in charge. You don't have the power. You want to massacre the boys.
You're not in charge of your territory. And you don't have arms to challenge the government.
You are telling them.
You don't have to challenge the government.
Yeah. You are telling them not to be afraid. That he has told them not to be afraid. That we declare Biafra. That he should come out of the bush into the town. Really? We hope he's Zoo military. They will massacre the boys. Is that what you want? Why is our people not using their brain?
I'm sorry, brother. Anybody who says such a word is compromised. Either not the compromise man, is not an Igbo man, or is not a Biafra man. You don't want this Biafra because Igbo. All these things are born to the way how just Mujura you made their bidding. This is born to the ways. All these ones are not the Igbos.
But to become open our PM no, or see the boys put that. If I know Quado, you want my point?
My brother Christian, a lot of things are not adding up. But something is that it is that one thing I try to do most of the time, just as we say that this platform is for Biafrans to air their opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Allow them to say. I don't want to take that power to say maybe let me say this or say that and impose it on people on that.
Yeah, I understand it. I understand you.
We all have common sense. We all have common sense to reason.
Exactly.
There are certain times that people come here to say something. I will be laughing. I'll just be looking at them.
But it's not adding up. It's not adding up.
It's not adding up. It doesn't mean that I know what to say. Like when I tell them that when they complain, they tell me this. There's one of our brothers always come. I think Ocean. The day he was telling me to talk to one of my friend, a brother, he is saying something, he's saying that. And I told him, if you know what that brother know, and he was talking about 247. I say, if you know what 247 know, you will even be more angry than he is.
Yeah, because he was an insider.
Don't think that maybe it's not everybody that can do the way I'm doing. I come gently and allow everybody air their opinion. We talk to allow the people who want to work to look through what we are saying and then go to work.
Yeah.
That is our work. That's what we are doing here. We speak. When we speak, those who have the responsibility to work, we go to work and do what they're supposed to do. Not everybody will have that patience. So when you keep your mind on antagonizing people, when people say something, you fight it, you antagonize them, call them terrorists, call them, it's not going to lead us anywhere.
Yeah?
It's not going to lead us anywhere.
I'm the one of our brother who go yesterday. So you say, yeah, then you get you. You know, say, then you go you. I can't go like your program.
Yeah.
Your program now, guy will go saga. And then you get you. I said, one in man, you just think you get, but you are a man.
Many of the
And
people,
you get,
many of the,
man. Your
many of,
program, no saga.
many of the,
You don't come up for saga. You just come up for truth. And this is what
That's
you
not
need.
it.
yeah,
In a Messaga, if I in a Messaga, we are hurting ourselves as Biafrans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're helping ourselves. We're disturbing ourselves. And this is what cleaning us every day by day.
You are just the same thing. When you hear the woman, they make we hear them. The only
Yeah.
thing you have to give people a platform to speak their mind. Go on and work, air your own opinion. It's left for the people who are in various offices to go to work.
To understand, to choose where to follow.
There are so many things that
Choose
is
what
why
to follow.
I have announced it on this platform. This is my platform. I don't come here to represent any individual, any person, or any group.
Good
I
and fine.
present Biafra to the world as a remedy. Question that has to do with Biafra, I answer. If you ask me any question about any group, any person, any structure a person put, I cannot answer. I answer only those structures I know. The
I don't know.
of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up. So, but when you come here to advertise your own, you will allow us to ask you questions. Don't fight. Anybody that comes, bring your superior argument. The floor is open. I always put a link. People should come and bring their superior argument. It will help us to get somewhere. Not saga. That is why I name. Don't call anybody's name. Just make your statement.
But Mazi, because anyway, that is one thing that is comes into my mind now. This thing that Nigerian government are doing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I share my mind saying that they want to know the outcome of PM appeal before they react. Because they are afraid of PM. They want to know the outcome of PM appeal. Maybe Finland, they will say, okay, let him stay there or let him come out before they will know what to do. And it's like they don't have the date of PM appeal. Nigerian government doesn't have it.
Well, in all fairness, I can say that these two cases relate together. Whatever happens to is going to affect the case of Mazi Nnamdi, definitely.
Because these are the two guys, these are the two leaders that is genuine and have it
on the front line.
Yeah, these are the two guys. No, nobody else. These are the two guys.
Nobody even come close.
Nobody come close. Every other person is pretending. Trust me.
Pretending.
Yeah. Because we have brain in our head. Common sense will tell you. You can't be that stupid to tell me you don't know what's going on. Come on now. That's
what I'm saying, my brother Christian. You know, sometimes people will come here to push me or to spell out words or something. I'm not that stupid. So that you can get something to go and do saga. You will take it to go and do saga and say, Chief Survivor said this, Chief Survivor said this. Then you create a content. I will not give you that content. I won't give it to you. Apply your common sense. If you don't want to be reasonable, forget. Time shall come. Time shall tell. All of us will be alive and we'll see the results. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, because there's sometimes if I enter, maybe just some word where I go here for our comedy, like all these our bloggers. If I enter, I go the verse, bring the cost you, bring the cost everybody. But don't be annoyed because all our mobile, my heart they break. You say our people are dying. People will come for social media when they talk rubbish from out. You know, so this is a lie. You try to oppress me, make I believe in your lie. If they make me, they break my heart. And that even I'm not even. This is if you said like this, I don't even they know whether this one is my brother or this one. And they talk everybody. The verse, my mind they break. I bet not verse you because I don't cost you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't cost you.
The only thing as a presenter on the issue of Biafra, if you come
I don't cost you.
Do it first of all, now to be able to endure. Look at someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know the kind of insult we get. Look at Mazi Simon Ekpa with the left way. Don't read. See the kind of people where they insult Mazi Simon Ekpa on different platforms.
Yeah.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, look at the level. First of all, you must have to put yourself in, and that is why I try as much as possible not to go to that extent where people begin to see me as their enemy or I speak against them or I attack them. I don't go on personal attack. I always try to control it, to be civil. As much, no matter how angry I am, I will always be civil. Even when sometimes I go to outbox, when I speak, I'll come back and apologize. Apologizing doesn't mean I'm scared of the person. It doesn't mean that the person is
No. We just need this thing to done. We need this thing to done. Peace. Now we need. Just let this thing to done. Just this is only what we need. Let us unite and peace. These people, they are just too small for us to. I bandit 6 months. I peace in that.
Yeah,
Because with you and on I bandit 6 months. I peace in that.
With you went on, yeah, you went on, I got put up on there. But the thing is that we don't have a leader. I want a leader get a lead the thing as it is, and the zoo they understand that.
It's not available.
Yeah,
and the zoo understand that the two leaders we have been incarcerated for now. So my prayer as an individual is that two things that you could care about continue to make the zoo to implode from the inside. That is one chance, and the other is that our either Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get out of there or someone else, because these are two people that have the template, right?
Yes.
So so others, the way this is now my own personal opinion, others are either one Nigerianist, but they won't say it. But if you have brain in your head, you will see from their action, from their everything they do, that either they are one Nigerianist or they are compromised, maybe working for Igbo politician, one way or the other. It could be. I'm telling you, it's so deep, and the level of deception that I see.
Or for personal interest, or just popularity's sake. For popularity.
Exactly. There's so many things. It could be anything, So, but again, like I said, there's high deception, high level deception going on. So they want people like make believe for you to believe that they are into something, they are doing something, but in actuality they are not, because if not, they should be doing the right thing. We've pointed instances, and we started by pointing out the things that we should be doing, but none of them is doing it. Why can you like this video I'm just saying now? These are some of the videos, because the zoo is crying, they are collapsing, they are crumbling, and the pressure on them that Sultan is calling everybody, telling them to regulate social media, that is their problem. Why is social media?
Social media is the terrorist organization.
Exactly. Why is? Do you know why he sees social media as his problem? Because the social media is shining light on their evil dark deed, their agenda to force Islamism on people. So, but social media, which Nnamdi Kanu started many years ago, begin to expose, and that is why they have this so much disdain for Nnamdi Kanu, this group of people, because he started it by opening their secrets. Oh my goodness. So Sultan knows, because he's one of the that Sultan is primarily the number one person that wants Nigeria to become Islamic Sharia country. I'm telling you the truth. He is so invested in that. The Sultan is so heavily invested in seeing Nigeria become an Islamic country. If you talk about restructuring, I told you, Tinubu cannot do any of those. If you talk about division, hey, nobody, they say Nigeria is one. We must unity. Not unity not unity because they love you. No. Unity because they want to take over the entire geographical space called Nigeria and make it an Islamic country. So
but I'm sorry, what's part now? All this thing now. Ndị Igbo anyị achịghị mma na mmiri na-akwado ịba mmadụ na-anọ n'ime mmiri ncha aba mmadụ anya. Ndị Igbo anyị achịghị mma, ha achịghị mma na ọ na-eme na apụta lekwe ihe PM create ma apụwa apụta gburie ụzọ na-atọ ka ụzọ ha nọsara ihe ma amadị m ụzọ ụlọ ọ dị ihe ma enweghị nke so n'ime ha niile, enweghị nke so ebe ịsa ga adatịrị anyị ekpu gụọ na anyị poem tụọrọ anyị asị nana anyị egolarie nana anyị egolarie aga ekwokwu ọzọ from week to week anyị ekwokwu every Sunday ka na-apụta ogechi okere ngozi abeze odivava onye ka ahụ he Chineke mere ihe na-adị bamabam chukwu ga-akpọta gị ọkụ n'ọnụ matorio that guy ihe na-adị that guy n'anya agwụ jie agwụ a ga-arụrụ ya agwụ a ga-arụrụ bamabam agwụ Guys, and what about we remember all this group, all your depa lowest, but on our package as a package. I was in vacancy to say that Rufus will be good one, then outside the vacancy. Now happy to go back. And let's say I can't how much to go back. Action. We don't see any action. We don't see any post. Nothing. And I'm sure 1,000 men got to Diego. But most of all these are about I didn't blame all these our brothers. Most of them are tagged up in Europe. Most of them are 20 years in Europe. They can't boast of one plot of land. You know, opportunity for them to grab money.
Wow. Nnamdi Kanu is in court and he met with Shore.
Shore is in court too.
With the news.
Finally, Shore was allowed to be in court today.
Super.
It's so good.
Even happened, Shore. Oh yeah, the
fan. How about Adriana? Today he was successful. He managed to enter today.
I couldn't leave Jova. Yes. Hey.
I'm so happy. Even if only this one.
I'm really happy, bro. Even I can't impress someone.
Don't start up show him. No, I want you.
This kind of smile. When was the last time you saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu smile like this?
When was the last time you saw him smile?
No, very long time, brother. Very long time.
Oh my God.
Hey, let me smile. I'm so happy, yo. What happy? Hey, I'm a woman. But I right, okay,
a real laughter.
Yeah. Genuine.
Laughter.
Yeah.
Genuine laughter.
Which confirm hugging you. Confirm hugging.
Did not go for life. Just imagine.
But Rajus. Even more now, hell and my brain, the way my brain functions. The way my brain functions sometimes, I wonder, sometimes, how do they allow Shora to get in today? I don't know. I mean, of course, you don't know.
This protest complicated many things.
Yes.
Detention of Aloy Ejimako also
complicated it, yeah.
Complicated everything, and the show when with the thousands of cases in the court that most of them they collide even today. So
and the hammer
to stop him from going into that place.
And also the zoo, Makwada. This is an international guy. Show me an international guy. You know that.
Very, very international. Wow. Forget about
always Sahara reporter this thing either America, one of these states. So
US this thing now.
And everything the zoo is doing is leading up to their destruction. It's leading up to their crumbling. And you cannot say something which is factual and turn around and say it's no longer factual when everybody know that it's factual. Showore have been singing the song of Nigerian conspiracy and gang up against Ndibo. And not just that he's speaking it, everybody is seeing it live happening. So it's just that, like this video of this brother who is Igbo Christian, crying now as we speak over his shop being taken over, locked up. You tell me if such video is played in this current atmosphere to these Republican officials, that confirms, of course, they have already confirmation that Nigeria is genociding against Christians. But this whole thing will now lead up to the anger and the provocation of serious sanction that will crumble Nigeria. And they know, they also are scared that this whole thing might lead to America, because not just putting their name in the country of particular concern, but America could put a sanction that their assets, their criminal stolen assets in America will not only be confiscated, but they will not even be allowed to go there to see their children or to do the usual things they do. And it could go further. Mazi Nnamdi.
I'm not used because
Okay, move to background noise.
Okay.
So Mazi choose eh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so obviously, we really, how should I say, we have this opportunity, wonderful opportunity, to make our case convincingly before the world, before the because again, can you just think about this now? If Democrats have won this election, if they were in power now, just assuming they were the one in power, this whole thing happening where the Muslims, all these Sharia proponents, the Sultan and the rest of them, where they are crying now, they are feeling the pressure under Democrats. Never forget it. They will sweep it under the carpet because it's not some imaginary thing. They've demonstrated it. They don't care. For them, they are the one who is equally propagating this one world religion to force people into it. And it's happening with David Cameron. I've said this severally. The former Prime Minister of Britain, David Cameron, he and Obama, they were part of this whole terrorism, this Boko Haram ravaging because they want Nigeria to become an Islamic country. And David Cameron said it. You know, he said it. He described Nigeria an Islamic country. How do you do that? A country that is, you can say, evenly divided between Christians and Muslims, maybe more Christians. And you are saying
not maybe. It is, have more Christians.
And you are saying that Nigeria is a Muslim country. So a situation like that, what then happens with the more than half of the population that are Christians? What do you expect? What do you expect should happen to them? They will be forced into a religion, and that is what they are practicing right now in our faith. But unfortunately, they are not having it their way. They are not having it all their way because there's a searchlight from the Republicans who are also interested in making sure that Christians don't get wiped out in Nigeria. So that again, I refer to God as being the one who is running the show, because if he has not allowed Trump to come in, like they're trying to take him out. Their intention was they tried to take out Trump. It didn't work. For some reason, God said, no, not on my watch. Yeah. And these guys are panicking. Murik is just coming out yesterday to say that that they are not afraid of America, that the Christians are trying to use America to bully them. But they are the one who has been bullying us, bullying everybody. You know? How do you go, my brother?
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This very video that emerged now, I'm so happy. So we are going to be following to see what is going to be the update that is coming from the court. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in court. We know he has already filed some document that he filed. We'll hear their response today. And whatever be their response.
This image is so nice, bro.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to get this.
It gladdens my heart. Really. And
for so a long time, I have not seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu smile in this way.
Yeah. And Showara has ruled out, he has also already confessed it with his mouth. And then the Kanu does not need pardon, because it's only a man who committed a crime that you pardon. So anybody talking about pardon, you are wasting your time. We can't get full into it. There's nothing like pardon. Oh, he meant they are the one who has committed a crime. This is the government that has committed a crime. They should be the one. They are the one that deserve pardon, not Nnamdi Kanu. So Showara made it very clear we are not asking for pardon. So that is the thing, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach Hughes. Let's hear you. Coach Hughes, take the mic. Let's hear you, Coach Hughes. Coach Hughes, are you there? If you're there, take the mic, Coach Hughes.
Give me 2 minutes, I will be back.
Okay. Brother Grace, unmute yourself, speak to us. Let's hear you, Brother Grace.
Okay, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. You're welcome.
Brother Christian, good morning, sir.
Morning, my brother. Good morning. God bless.
Yeah. I'm greeting everyone, all the Biafrans on the line and those in the comment section. So we thank God for today again.
Yes.
I appreciate God who give us opportunity to be alive in the land of living. And then we keep on moving on because many have gone in the world beyond. So Yesterday, I tried my network is very, very bad. I couldn't. Oh,
Yeah, I
after
saw
one,
you. I
my
brought you in, but we couldn't hear you at all.
yeah, network is so bad.
Now
I
we hear
try.
you. Go ahead. Anan. Daniel.
Okay. So big Ophian chọrọ drop dịka anyị na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe anyị. In fact, sometimes when we begin to look at our attitude of our people, we begin to imagine whether are we serious or not. I think
Yes.
somebody said that our enemy has studied our weaknesses and then they're using it seriously about, and every time they do it, they get us. When they say that Igbo enwere eze, ọ bụrụ otu ahụ ekwuru ka o si dị, ọ dị too deep. In the sense na ọ bụrụ na anyị nọ na meeting ebe ndị Igbo na anyị the way we react to ourselves, it show that sometimes anyị anaghị enwe regard to one another. Anyị adaghị eme
Network have cut him off. Please be patient. Try again. If the network allow you, you can speak to us. I can see the network is really giving our brother a hell out there. Network is not friendly. We know that is always the case, but we will never give up. We will continue to do what we have to do. So whatever happens, my brother, once you can be able to have a good network, will allow you to speak, you air your opinion. Here we share views and people say what is in their heart. As we speak, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in court, and we are going to be following up to hear what the outcome is going to be today. Remember, already Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have thrown the very big punch. He has thrown the very big punch that Nigeria will never survive. All this while, he has kept quiet, and even while we are saying that no trial should be conducted, it is for their own safety. It is for their own good. But finally, when you see the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned as a witness, defense witness he had mentioned, the way he lined up our group them, there is no way after these people appear in their court, Nigeria will never be the same. Their court will never be the same. But as you know, Nigeria is a lawless country. Of course, they will not appear. Of course, they will not even go pay attention to all those. But at the end of the day, that will now confirm the fact that they don't have the right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because their court authorizes that everyone that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mentioned must. This is a terrorism case. It's a very serious case. Every one of them must appear. And if any one of them fails to appear, that ends the case. We'll be following it up and be watching and see what's going to be the response of the judge today, the criminal or Motosho, who said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fit to stand trial. No problem. My lips. No matter how they try to denigrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no matter how they try to attack him, no matter the propaganda blackmail they push against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it will never work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will always scale through. Our voice will definitely be heard. They can never silence us. Let them continue to try. Let them continue to try. They will continue to try, but they will continue to fail. So whatever happens, we are going to be following up. This video is $1 million video. So when you hear Showore tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is his friend, it is not a joke. When you hear Showore committed to freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is not play. When you hear him go out for that protest, put his own life and his career on the line, it is not a joke. This is Showore in the court waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw him in the midst of those security. See all of them. See how security everywhere. In the front and back. See how all of them, they wanted to block him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu walk through them, go and embrace Showore. You can see how he put his step. They were blocking him. Look at the one still blocking Showore. They are still blocking Showore. Immediately he saw him. He walked towards him, stretched hand, hug him. He didn't allow those securities to stop him. You know, that's what all they do. All this what they bear people. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming, they bear people. They will not allow him to go to it. But this one, he walked through them, went to Showore and shook him and hugged him. And I bet you, this kind of smile that I see in the face of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a very long time, I've not seen it, and I'm so happy. If not for any other thing, I am very, very happy to see my leader smile again. I am more than happy to see my leader smile. And I believe Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never be silent at what we are seeing. Chukwu Okike Abiyama will never be silent. Every Biafra must wake up. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, we are fearless in the presence of our enemy. If you are a fearful people, you got no business being in this struggle. If you are a coward, you are afraid, you have no business being in this struggle, let alone being in the leadership. You have no business being there. Because the people we are facing, are demonic. They are not people that you can come and just, they say, come and do this, you do this. They say, do that, you do that. A very lawless country, they don't obey law. They don't obey the law. But we cannot be lawbreakers like them. Within the confinement of the law, there are things we are supposed to do. We have our right to self-determination. We have our right to self-defense. We have a right to self-defense. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it in one of his broadcasts. He said, if you are scared of somebody calling you a terrorist, you have not started. You better go back home and sleep. If you are scared, you don't want somebody to call you a terrorist, you have not started. You go home and sleep. Freedom fighting, more especially this one for Biafrans, is not for cowards. It is not for everybody. Every one of us, yes, we are Biafrans. Every one of us, after Biafra have come, we have a role to play. But at this point in time, I bet you, it is not for everybody. It is not for everybody. So when you know that you don't have the balls, you don't have the knives to be in the front line at this point, just step aside peacefully. It doesn't take away your Biafranness. It doesn't take away your Biafranness. Once you know you have nothing to offer, you are afraid, you are scared, you cannot be able to face the bullets, step aside peacefully. It doesn't make you a coward. It doesn't make you non-Biafran. It doesn't make you a saboteur, because we know that strengths are different. Our strengths are not equal. Some are stronger than others. Some have mind more than others. Some are more qualified than others. But all of us are Biafran. In Biafrans, you have the strong, you have the weak, and you have those who have the heart of stone. I don't want you to forget the prayer Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prayed. He said that Chukwu Okike should give him the men with the heart of steel. Those who were born for this mission. That was the prayer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those who are born for this mission. They said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is mad. He said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I need more mad people. For us to get Biafra, that we need more mad people, more mad people. That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. We don't need cowards. We don't need people who cannot do what they're supposed to do. Those people are not supposed to be in the front line. But that does not mean that they are not Biafrans. They are Biafrans. When Biafra come, every one of us, we assemble as Biafrans. But at this point in time, there are certain places, there are certain positions, there are certain things that need to be done differently. Every one of us have our blessings differently. Whichever area you know that you are blessed, stay on that lane. There are people that Chukwu Okike have given the money to sponsor the coming of Biafra. There are people Chukwu Okike gave money to sponsor the coming of Biafra. And they are putting money. They cannot put their face. You cannot see them. Many of them, we are working with Mazi Simon Ekpa. You can never see them anywhere. You can never hear their name anywhere. You can never see them post anything that has to do with Biafra anywhere. But in terms of finance, they are underground financing the project. When it is need, when there is need to finance the project, they will come out, give their support, and they go back to what they're doing. There are those who are blessed with passing information in this media where we are. There are people who are blessed with this media thing. There are people who are investigative journalists among Biafrans. There are so many of them. And they were working on the ground with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They verify information, they investigate information, and they bring information to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Mazi Samuel also. There are these people everywhere. So all you have to do is to find out the area where you belong. Find out the area where you can perform. Find out the area where you can be able to perform properly. Go to that very area and work on that area. Put yourself on that area.